Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about patient rights and responsibilities. I picked up this brochure from Christiana Hospital in Delaware. There's a lot in here, but we're only going to hit on a few topics today. But I suggest that you pick one of these up when you're in your local hospital. This has very good information in there that will benefit you. You have the right to quality care regardless of your race, religion, sex, national origin, age, disability, veteran status, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, source of payment, or any other status that is a legal basis for discrimination. Basically, what this is saying, no matter who you are or what you have a right to get quality care at the hospital. If you don't have any insurance, if you have Medicaid, if you have top notch insurance. If you have a disability, if you don't have a disability, whether you black, white, blue, yellow, red, green, pink, quality of care should always be received at the hospital. Next, you have the right to be told about your health. You and your doctor should have a partnership when it comes to your health. Let me give you an example of a scenario when you may not be told about your health. Let's just say a doctor handed me a prescription for a blood pressure medicine. Here, take this to your local pharmacy, take one a day. That's wrong on so many levels. What is this medication being used for? Or what are my blood pressure readings? What's the name of the medication? What are the side effects? Is there any lifestyle changes that can be made? There's so many questions that should be asked if your doctor does not tell you. And also, if the doctor is not explaining to you why he's giving you a prescription, is not and he's not letting you know that your blood pressure has been high, then you might want to think about changing doctors as well. Next, you have the right to not let someone give you care. If you feel comfortable, ladies, when you go to the GYN, to the gynecologist, and the gynecologist is a male, there should be a female medical assistant or nurse assisting the doctor. If not, ask for one. Anytime you feel uncomfortable, don't just take it. Let the doctor know that you feel uncomfortable. Or get up and leave. Just say, I need to leave. I need to go right now. Or if you feel uncomfortable in a way that your doctor is being fresh, anything, you don't have to settle for it. You have the right not to let someone give you care. If you don't trust your physician, find another one. These are your rights. You have the right to be involved in your pain management treatment plan. Oh, this is a big one for me. Because remember Dr. Stern at Johns Hopkins? What you are experiencing is psychological. So you mean to tell me I had chronic pain all this time, debilitating chronic pain? You're telling me it's psychological? Yeah. Okay. Be a part of your pain management treatment plan. This is vital. I read so many studies about white people and people of color going to the hospital for chronic pain. When a white person is asked, what is your pain level on a scale of 1 to 10? And they say 10, they're getting narcotics. But when a black person or a person of color is asked, what is your pain level on a scale of 1 to 10? And that black person say a 10, you're getting ibuprofen or Tylenol. Now, this doesn't happen all the time. I'm not saying all the time, but it happens a lot. And that's why we got to open up our mouths. Being part of your care plan is very important to healthier outcomes. And so, if you don't have a partnership with your provider, find another provider that is willing to include you in the plan. Because at the end of the day, it's your body, it's your health. You are the one who has to deal with the pain or whatever it is you may be experiencing. It may not even be pain, but you have to deal with your health, your illness, not that provider. And this is why I always say, too, trust your gut, trust your body. Doctors, providers, they learn from the book, a textbook, not experiences. We have experiences because of what we're going through, and they're legit experiences that matter. Most of the time, we know better than they do. All right, y'all, don't get me started. Next, you have the right to get help in getting a second opinion or changing to another healthcare provider when you ask and at your own expense. So I like this because a lot of times we know that we can get a second opinion, but we don't know that we have the right to get help in getting a second opinion. Don't nobody tell us that. Have you ever had a doctor say, well, if you want to get a second opinion and I can help you get that? Yeah, right. We're talking about pride here. Everything. But see, that's why it's important to know your patient rights. Because you can say to that doctor, I want a second opinion. Can you help me get that second opinion? Or you can call your insurance company and let them know you want a second opinion and ask them to help you find that doctor to get that second opinion. Sometimes you gotta go the extra mile. I know it takes a lot. Sometimes we don't have time for that because there's so much going on in our families, with work, our schedule, busy schedule, friends. But advocating for yourself calls for a push. You have to do extra work with it. Next, when you leave, you have the right to be told about what you need to do to keep yourself well. So let's say you are an inpatient in the hospital. When you're getting ready to be discharged, there should be a treatment plan. You need to know what to do once you leave that hospital, once you get home. What doctors you need to call for a follow-up appointment, what new prescriptions you have to take, what are they for? You need a plan of action and make sure that you understand everything. Make sure everything is listed on your discharge papers, it's written down. And sometimes we may need an extra person, an extra set of ears that can be there to hear some of the things we may miss because it may be overwhelming. So a family member, a friend. Also, I just want to let you know that the hospitals have patient advocates. And these patient advocates supposed to address any issues or concerns that you have while during your hospital stay. Take advantage of that. You don't have to fight this fight on your own, especially if you're sick and you just, I don't feel like it. Let your nurse know you want a patient advocate. Pick up the phone, Google whatever hospital you're at, patient advocate at such and such hospital. If you have family and friends that need help but don't have someone there that can speak up for them, make sure you look out for them too. People with disabilities that may not be able to advocate for themselves, look out for them as well. But overall, just make sure you are a part of your healthcare plan. And next Monday, we're going to talk about preparing yourself for doctor's visits. What does that look like to make sure you have a successful doctor's visit? And remember, trust your gut. If it's something that's feeling off in your body, communicate that to the doctor. And don't let the doctor change your mind. Your voice is powerful. You know your body better than anyone. And remember, be a part of your pain management plan. Because we do get told a lot of times that our pain isn't real. And the provider may not come right out and say it, but you may get treated like it. Like the example that I gave you about the different studies that was done when a black person or a person of color and a white person goes to the ER. But also, this goes back to slavery days when midwives and gynecologists experimenting on women. They were treated as if they didn't have any pain. Let your voice be heard. So, this is all I have for today. But again, pick up a copy at your local hospital. And this can not only be, you can use this at your doctor's visit. I mean, for your doctor's appointments too, not just as an inpatient at the hospital or a visit at the hospital. You can use this information too to help you in your doctor's visits so you can know your rights. Providers take oaths. Just know. All right, that's it because I keep going on and on. But I'm out. I will see you on Monday. Peace and blessings.